Reverend Dr. Ken Gordon, spiritual leader for Centers for Spiritual Living, coming to you with the March 10th submission for our Sunday themes this year. The March 10th submission was put in by Reverend John Moreland, who is from Light on the Mountain Center for Spiritual Living in Sun Valley, Idaho. And when we operate from that part that we were born to operate from, that the end result out of that is that we draw and attract everything that's required to support us in our lives. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Is one thing to be truthful in our facts means that we don't lie. Being truthful in our motives might be a different thing. Because here's what I know. And I know when I work for the highest and the greatest, when I work not against someone, but in order to support them, when I work for humanity in order to be able to make it a greater place to be, or a kinder way of being, or a more compassionate life, what occurs for me is I do what I said last week and attract into my experience everything that's necessary to support me. Unfortunately, sometimes if I feel lack or if I feel fear wrapped around something, I might have a tendency to want to do something for another purpose or another reason. This creates every type of situation and problem that I have in my life, and if it does it for me, I can pretty much guarantee you that it does it for you too. Dr. Holmes writes in Love and Law, all of your work begins and ends in our consciousness because mind is all there is. He also wrote, I want you to think of yourself as in this mind. Don't think of this mind as being in you. Rather, think of yourself as a center in this mind, and of course this mind flows through you, but think of yourself as the center of it, and that comes from Love and Law. Dr. Holmes in Love and Law also wrote, we are surrounded by a psychic life, a subjective, creative, conscious, receptive, neutral, and plastic force which receives the impress of our thought always and has no alternative. What happens when we operate from a motive that isn't necessarily clean and pure, the end result is that we bring our own blocks, our own stops, and our own frustrations into our life. When we operate from that integrous being, the authentic self, what occurs is we attract everything that we require in order to be able to maintain ourselves in that perfection. So you see, what we have is we have an opportunity here to really practice being authentic at soul in order to be able to bring into our lives that which we desire, that which we truly want to have happen and want to occur. What we have the opportunity to do is to act out of our own true nature. And to do this, we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be honest with ourselves and what we think and the motivations of why we do what we do in our lives. Because when we operate on the motivation of self-givingness as Spirit does, everything is given unto us, pressed down and flowing over. Have a beautiful week. I'll talk to you next week. Know you're loved and honored. God bless you.